What are your passions? What do you live for? What are your goals and your dreams? Are you following a path that fulfills those passions? Or maybe you used to know what they were, but they've changed and you're a little bit lost at sea trying to figure out what your passions are now. Not too terribly long ago, I had someone make a statement to me that really resonated. He said, "Are you working for your obituary or are you working for your resume?" We're going to explore that today. We're going to help you discover some of your passions. We're going to help you discover the direction that your heart is leading you in today's meditation on Working Mindfully. The world changed dramatically for a lot of us in 2020. At that time, I was on an almost 15-year career path. I had my goals in sight. I knew where I was going with it. And then things changed. And the position that I was in, that I had been in for a very long time, was eliminated. And I was set adrift. Now, luckily for me, the company I was with found a position for me. It was a different position. Still utilized a lot of my skill sets. So I felt very grateful and very lucky. But it was different. It was a lot different. And I struggled. I struggled tremendously. I had to reset my own mindset, my own way of thinking. I remember going to a yoga class one night, and my instructor was leading the class really through a meditation or a guided meditation at the end of the class. And she says, release the things that are no longer serving you. And I will admit, I lay on my yoga mat and I started crying. And I started sobbing. And at the end of the class, the instructor came over and just sat quietly with me. And we talked through things, and she says, you need to find your passion again. You need to find what moves and motivates you. And I had that moment of panic of, no, this is what I do. This is how I do it. I've been doing it for all this time. I don't know what else to do. And I continued to struggle. But that was part of the key change for me. That was part of that reawakening. Several months after that, the gentleman I was speaking of said to me, "Are you working for your obit or are you working for your resume?" And that really triggered that thought process again. Now, I realized the volunteer opportunities that I used to take part of went away in 2020. My position and my role had changed, and I hadn't found my footing yet in the new position. But I sat with it, and I recognized it, and I started delving into discovering what my passions were again. Not just doing it because this is what I always did, not just doing the same thing because I was good at it before, and so that must be my calling. That led me to realize that my passion, my calling, is to help others. It is to help develop others, whether that's career goals or that's personal goals. I derive my joy, and what fulfills me is helping support others. That's part of what led me to getting my own meditation instructor certification. That's what's led me to lead various groups within my organization. And it's what led me to start this channel. I hope you've stuck with me for this. I know you came for a meditation because it's Monday, and we're going to get into that. But I wanted to give you some backstory so you understand why we're doing this and what I'm trying to do to help move you forward. So in today's meditation, we're going to work on 3 different steps to help you discover what your passions are now, what motivates and drives you, and hopefully help you get working for your obit and not your resume. As we get started, I'm going to ask a favor of you, like I always do. If you're enjoying this video, stop, give it a thumbs up. The more likes, the more shares, the more subscriptions that these videos get, the more widely they're broadcast. So if you don't mind, if you've not yet, thumbs up, hit the notification bell, and hit the subscribe bell. Thank you. I appreciate you taking the moment for that. Now, I want to clarify that I'm not advocating for you to quit your job today and go work somewhere else. What we're looking for is helping you find that inner strength again. And the company you're with right now, whatever that company may be, might be the absolute perfect fit for you, but maybe the position you're in is not the right fit for you, or you've grown past it, or you're looking to expand. So that's what we're going to work on today. So as we get started, I'm going to ask you to sit in a comfortable position. Draw the chin back in. Stack your spine above your hips so you've got a nice long straight line. Take a few moments to focus on your breathing. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. If it feels comfortable for you, you can close your eyes or take a gaze a few feet out in front of you. Make it a soft gaze, not focusing on anything specific. Just take the next few moments to focus on your breathing. As other distractions come in, other sounds, other sensations, notice them, acknowledge them, but release them. We're going to start by helping you clarify your values, those things that really matter to you in life, the things that you really believe in, activities, people, items that bring you the most joy, the most love, the most satisfaction. It might be charity and volunteer work. It could be your family. It could be justice. Maybe it's exploring new places. Take the next few moments to focus on the things that you value. Think of an object or a person or an activity related to your values. And hold it in your mind. Think how it might be used in a job or a hobby. Quietly breathe in and out. See what comes to the forefront of your mind. Don't push things aside. Don't try to make sense of them. Just observe them and be open to it. Observe it without judgment. Do these images coming to your mind point to a new activity or a new direction? It's okay if it doesn't. As you practice, you keep asking, keep listening to yourself. Maybe each day you take a few minutes to sit quietly and contemplate your values. Ask yourself next, what is in the way of me living in alignment with my values? Is it lack of time? Is it distraction? A lack of resources? A lack of imagination? Contemplate those questions. What's in my way? How do I get around it? Listen to yourself. Pay attention to what comes up. Because you may already know how to overcome your obstacles. Maybe you need more support from your community. Maybe you haven't researched it well enough. Maybe you've been conditioned to believe that you can't. Lay no judgment. Just keep asking. When negative judgments do arise, try adding the word yet. Instead of saying, I can't do this because I don't have the skills, rephrase it I don't have the skills yet. Be honest with yourself and be brave. This can be difficult. Take a moment. Think of the things that you do really well. Remember your power and that you are powerful. Children are very good at identifying what they are good at. So imagine yourself as a child. See the small you in your mind's eye, full of promise, full of hope, full of joy. What did you love to do? What were you passionate about? What did you know you were good at? Remember how it felt to be that small, confident, powerful child. Are those passions still true? What else is true now for you? As you continue to ponder those passions and you continue to identify them, identify the skills you'll need to help bring that latent passion back to life, or the skills that you need to bring to life the passion you just discovered. As you end today's meditation session, take a few minutes to take long, deep, cleansing breaths. Bring your senses back to the here and now. Feel your chair or the floor beneath you. Hear the sounds surrounding you. Feel the temperature of the air. And when you feel ready, slowly flutter back open your eyes and rejoin the present moment. I hope today's session has been beneficial for you. Leave me a comment with your thoughts. And I thank you for joining me each week here on Working Mindfully. And I bow to you each.